Hey, Ed here, FICMRepair. Repair. So recognize that this combination of symptoms is not unusual. Before you go ahead and condemn the injectors, I would take a look at your IPR duty cycle when the truck is at that operating temperature and you're just at a hot idle. Verify that it's not close-ish to 30%. It really needs to be 23%. If it is close-ish to 30%, recognize that all your contribution code means is that this cylinder isn't contributing to combustion. It's not necessarily a bad injector. It's just saying, hey, for some reason, this guy is not contributing to combustion. Now, what's interesting is that, stiction with injectors happens when there's just goo, there's just varnish on the injectors, right? And so this is a problem with cold starting, right? It just runs rough when it's cold, but then the goo warms up and all of a sudden it's slippery and the spool valves are opening and closing like they should and everything's copacetic and wonderful. But when things get toasty, all of a sudden that problem goes away and now your truck runs great. But in your case, when things get toasty, things are not running great. Well, what else happens then? Just think about the physics of it, right? The oil viscosity is changing with temperature. And so all of a sudden, you might have had adequate high-pressure oil when it was cold, but now when the motor's truly and fully warmed up, all of a sudden now you don't. And now the injectors cannot inject properly because they don't have adequate hydraulic pressure to have the fuel be injected, and it's causing that cylinder to no longer contribute to combustion the way that it should. And so it's like, oh, well, that's interesting. So upshot, don't condemn the injectors just yet. Let's do a check of your high pressure oil system and see what's going on. An IPR duty cycle at hot idle, stopped in gear, 23% is one simple way to do that. The other thing you can do is you can go ahead and do an air test on the system, by spinning the IPR valve out. You can rent the air test tool from us, available also on FICMRepair.com, and you can see if it's leaking or not and see what's going on there. So I hope this helps. FICMRepair.com, we're all in this together.